ICMR VCRC develops special mosquitoes to control dengue, chikungunya. In order to control dengue and chikungunya, ICMR Vector Control Research Center (VCRC) has developed special female mosquitoes that will mate with males and produce larvae that do not carry these viruses. Two colonies of Aedes aegypti, infected with Mull and Wolbachia wolbachia strains called A. aegypti, put for decreasing the spread of the viral disease, have been developed. The number of undernourished people in India declines to 224.3 million. UN. The number of undernourished people in India has declined in the last 15 years to 224.3 million in 2019 to 2021, according to a UN report. The State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World 2022 report said that the number of people affected by hunger globally rose to as many as 828 million in 2021. Number of obese adults in India grew to 34.3 million in 2016 from 25.2 million in 2012. Bread. The Gen Z Way to Success book released. Pratna Batra's debut book titled Or Getting the Bread, The Gen Z Way to Success or was launched by Sakshi Malik on the 7th of July 2022. Pratna is also the co-founder of Lajja Diaries, an online platform to facilitate the gender discourse on feminism and women's rights in India. She was featured in the February 2021 edition of Blub World in the Young Entrepreneur or S section. Ashwini Vaishnav participates in 8th meeting of BRICS. The 8th meeting of BRICS communications ministers was held in virtual mode on the 6th of July 2022 under the presidency of China. Minister of Railways, Communications, Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnav participated in the meeting. The ministers decided to work in the field of ICTS in areas identified at the 14th BRICS summit. The ministers also adopted a declaration. Nokia partners with IISc to set up Center of Excellence. Nokia has announced a collaboration with the Indian Institute of Science (IISc) in Bengaluru to set up the Nokia Center of Excellence Co. The Co will promote interdisciplinary research involving robotics and advanced communication technologies in 5G and AI. It will also develop use cases across industrial automation, agriculture, and disaster management. Ex-Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe assassinated. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe passed away in July 2022 after being shot twice at a campaign event in the Nara region. Abe, Japan's longest-serving Prime Minister, held office in 2006 for 1 year and again from 2012 to 2020. Abe also served as Chief Cabinet Secretary from 2005 to 2006 under Junichiro Koizumi and was briefly leader of the opposition in 2012. Virat Kohli at 13th position on ICC Test rankings. Former India captain Virat Kohli has dropped 4 places in the ICC Test rankings. He is now 13th in the batting rankings. It is for the first time in 6 years that Kohli has found himself out of top 10 in the Test rankings. Rishabh Pant moved up 6 places and reached a career-best 5th position in the rankings. England batter Joe Root was at the top of the rankings with 923 points. Rohit Sharma becomes first captain to record 13 successive T20I wins. Rohit Sharma became the first captain in cricketing history to win 13 consecutive T20Is. Rohit achieved this feat during the first T20I match of the 3-match series against England on the 7th of July 2022 at Southampton. Hardik Pandya took India's total to 1988 in the first innings. Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav, and Deepak Hooda also scored 24, 39, and 33 runs, respectively. GST Council forms GST Appellate Tribunal Panel. The GST Council has set up a group of ministers, chaired by Haryana Deputy Chief Minister Dushyant Chautala. It will suggest required changes in the law for setting up the GST Appellate Tribunal (GSTAT). The 6-member GOM would also ensure that the amendments are in line with various court judgments relating to setting up the tribunal.